Hi, good morning everybody. This is Brittany at Bobcat Rescue here in Tampa, Florida. Had a couple of very yucky days in a row. Rainy and cloudy and cold and windy. So all of the cats in roof sections have still been in roof sections. I think today they might get to go back out and about. Just had some real crummy weather here, but at least it's dry right now. There's Miss Khalid, who just finished breakfast. I have one mission, and that's to go see Gilligan, because I was not here when they moved him. And I was told yesterday that he was on a hunger strike, and so I wanted to check in with him with you guys. He did end up eating a little bit last night.
His food is sitting right by their nose. Hey, Lovey.
So Gilligan, as most of you know, moved to a brand new enclosure, and that's Nikita's old enclosure.
He's not happy.
Yeah.
Hey, Megan. Oh, are you on?
Yeah. You're
Bring me
fine.
a stick, please.
Do keeper things, it's all good. So Gilligan moved to Nikita's enclosure, but he's not been able to go out to the open air section yet because of the terrible weather, but you can see what he's eating right there. Hi, bud. You're okay. So we're not going to linger for too long because we want him to keep eating breakfast. So he's got breakfast going. Good job, sir. He'll get used to it like anything else. Nobody loves change usually right away. But he's doing good. He looks awfully pretty in all that green grass. That's the plus side to this enclosure for him, is there's so much grass. Whereas his old enclosure had so much tree coverage that it's a little more difficult to get grass to grow and stay. So Bethy Ann's able to give him breakfast, and we're gonna clear out and let him enjoy his breakfast. I don't want to spook him. We are gonna go see another cat that moved. Another shy cat that really, really probably hated the move, but hopefully it'll be good for her. So let's go drive over and see Ariel. Welcome back, Megan. Megan was gone for over a month, and it is so nice to see her back. So I did hear on the radio that they're going to go in and remove a very large branch that fell in Mr. Dez's enclosure. Dez is still in his... Good morning! Dez is still in his
Leave our property.
roof section as well. All kinds of changes going on around here. I heard that Ariel's been a really big fan. Alright, so they're starting to let some of the cats that have open air and closed air sections out because the wind has definitely died down a bit. Our second group of keepers are radioing in. So Miss Ariel, I don't know if any of their signs have moved yet, but the cats have moved. They're not open to the public right now, so that's really up to the keepers to know exactly where everybody is. But there should be an Ariel somewhere. She moved into the enclosure that Breezy and Perfection had. But I'm not totally sure if I'm going to be able to find her. It's breakfast time still, or we're at the tail end of it. So she could be anywhere. here. So basically Ariel has all of that front section, all of this section with this new, they built a new addition to her platform. Oh, there she is, she's eating. I don't want to spook her. She's in her feeding walkout right there. See a very spotted bobcat. So Miss Ariel now has access to all of that space. Yes, hopefully everybody's surviving the storm and staying warm. I know a lot of places that aren't used to a lot of snow got snow. My sister in South Carolina posted a whole album this morning of them playing in the snow. And I'm like, oh, thank goodness. I went farther south than that. But you guys know me, as soon as the weather just plummets like it did here and then it rained, my sinuses are out of control now. So I'm just kind of letting all of the cats get fed and make sure that everything looks good this morning, and then Aaron and myself will be handing out an enrichment, birthday enrichment that did not make it last week because we were busy moving Ariel and Gilligan. So, and for the record, Gilligan did get his birthday enrichment. It was placed in, but I just don't think that he has interacted with anything yet. There's also a king tut in the background. Right there. I don't want to walk up any closer on Ariel. Yes, we were very lucky yesterday to just have a lot of torrential rain and some pretty heavy wind gusts for sure. That is always the scariest parts for me because I drive so far and across the scary bridges. So, but luckily tornadoes occurred way farther south than us. So, phew. But once the feeders have checked out every single cat that has the open air sections and make sure everything looks good, then they definitely will open the cats up. They're gonna move a big branch out of Dez's enclosure. Oh, Tut is sitting there yelling at Ariel. He's like, what do you have? Oh my word. Doesn't seem to bother her. So we will, I'll do a second live here shortly once everybody's fed and Aaron's got time. And we will make sure that Hutch gets his giant heartsicle and that Ginger got a beautiful vase of flowers for her birthday, which is going to be celebrated this week. Let's see where Ariel likes to hang out now. I heard it was the concrete den. Hi, sweetheart. Are you getting used to your new digs? Yep, guess so. And there she goes. So Ariel actually got a humongous upgrade to her enclosure. And so did Gilligan. Gilligan, that's the largest space he's probably ever lived in. Hi, cutie pie. I would have come over sooner. But I didn't want to scare her away from breakfast. What you doing, cutie pie? This is King Tut. He is a hybrid. Yes. A little cutie pie. You look very tired. Tutty hates the cold, so this week they made sure he had heated dens and all kinds of fresh straw in his dens, right? So you can choose whether you want straw or heat. Cute boy. Oh, are you mad that your friend left? My goodness. goodness sakes. So the goal will be to hand out a couple enrichment items here shortly, and then on Wednesday we're going to try to hand out a bunch more. We're still trekking along. We fell a little bit behind with cat moves last week, but we are not too far off. Right? My goodness. So let's go see. I don't see feeders over in this area anymore, so let's go try to see Lovey. Today we are technically celebrating MaryAnn. MaryAnn's birthday today. Lovey's birthday was yesterday. They will get their enrichment later this week. And it's not technically Bear's birthday month, but we do have enrichment to give him this week as well. Hi, Mr. Bear. Hi, cute boy. Oh, look how handsome. Look how handsome that guy is. So Running Bear is our very eldest cat on property. Yeah, my goodness. My goodness. Daniel, I actually was not here when they finally caught Ariel, so I don't know how long they had been trying. I know that Afton attempted like last Wednesday or something like that and didn't get her. And then I think she moved on Friday. I think I saw Lauren dressed up in a ghillie suit and she must have got her. So I think they tried a couple of days. Same thing with Gilligan. They started attempting to catch him last week and it finally happened over the weekend. Look at that Bear. Bear don't care, or he cares a lot. So Bear was created a piece of enrichment that is part of the 80s theme that we've been handing out. And so he will be getting that this week as well. So I moved Ginger up. So Ginger and Hutch will be getting enrichment here shortly, and I will go live for those. Yeah, and then you'll get yours later this week. Yeah, Miss Afton needs to be here for that. Cute boy. Oh, I just love this cat. Running Bear Bobcat was one of the very original cats. He's the last cat that was technically ever born here at Big Cat Rescue that's still with us. Right, Bob? We no longer believe in breeding for life in prison, so we have not been breeding here for many, many years. We never bred big cats. It was just like Servals and Bobcats and such. Right, but once you realize that if you breed them in captivity, they serve no conservation value, you can't set them free. When you learn better, you do better. But Mr. Bear lived here for a very long time with another Bobcat named Little White Dove. And he has been without her for a couple of years now. Yes, you're still just the sweetest gentleman. He does have a lot to say today. Oh, big stretches. Oh my word. Oh, lots of old man stretches. Oh, I love that cat. All right. Let's go see Lovey. Hopefully we'll get to see Lovey. We're still pretty early this morning. So all the rest of the enrichment that'll be handed out on Wednesday will be 80s themed, but it'll be for our birthday cats of the week. Did everybody tune in to the new Catterday Walkabout? I hate to admit that I did not. I tried very hard to just 100% stay off social media over the weekend. It was pretty successful. There's a love bug. There's my love bug, Miss Lovey. We celebrated Lovey's birthday yesterday on social media. If you've not been over on our Instagram, I'm posting like dozens of photos a day of whomever the birthday cat is. If you're new to Instagram or you don't always understand how Instagram works, make sure that if you see a post and it has a square with a couple other squares up in the corner, that means there's multiple photos and you just have to swipe in order to see them. I don't always think that people understand, if you're new to Instagram, that that's what that is. You'll also see little dots below the image. So if there's like 2 to 10 dots, that's how many photos are in that carousel. So just in case you guys are missing that. Aww. Good, I'm glad. I figured you guys would really enjoy Kristen and Amanda. They are very funny, very dedicated. Where are you going now? I assume that they will get their own playlist at dailybigcat.com. Most likely. And so it'll be the same as with me. If you miss any of our lives here, they go to dailybigcat.com and they're put into various playlists. So same thing if you miss Clubhouse on Saturdays at 6. If you miss the lives that we do here, there's Q&A with Brittany playlists, there's vet playlists for anything hospital related. And I assume Kristen and Amanda will get one as well. So a huge shout out now that we are 17 days into the new year and all of the January birthday cats. So if any of you guys have donated on any of their fundraisers or here on their lives, or if you've gone to bigcatrescue.biz and sponsored the birthday cats, can't thank you guys enough. If you are doing that, if you are sponsoring the cats, just know that Deb and Aaron have started a new contest. So if you sponsor a cat in January at bigcatrescue.biz, your name's gonna get entered into a drawing, and each month someone will earn some swag from Big Cat Rescue. You had to go the long way. Everybody's got that morning routine. Lori, nope, they are actually no longer with Big Cat Rescue. They are no longer volunteers here, so Kristen and Amanda are gonna fill that void for you guys on Saturdays. You don't know that it'll be every Saturday. Trust me, I am the person that can tell you firsthand how much demand doing lives can really put on you. And they are just volunteers. They're not paid to be here to do that. So they're gonna still need to get their cat time and not lose their connections with their cats. And you know, everybody has bad days or reasons why talking to the public does not sound fun. So I don't know what type of schedule they will have, but I guarantee that you will at least be getting Saturday. There's our MaryAnn. Hi, birthday girl. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. There's a Miss MaryAnn. Birthday girl. All right. What a good girl. Where's Maxie? Are you guys separated for food? Here, I'll come back there. I'll come back there as long as you promise not to point that at me. see, I'm trying to think if there's been anything else. I know the Gilligan move was a big deal. Ariel moving was big. I'm trying to think if I missed anything else. Well, speaking of swag, I did get a new design for Kimba. I haven't gotten it in the stores yet, but it is there. I did put a new design for Hutch, which is so cute, at bigcatrescue.biz. So if you missed that, make sure you go there and search for Hutch. I know you guys know about Manny Monday merchandise. There are new bags on our website. There's backpacks, adventure backpacks, and fanny packs that have our logo on them. So those are new to the store. And then lastly, and I posted about it on the 14th, I think, because it was exactly 1 month out, we did partner with One Hope, which is a wine company out of Napa Valley, and they donate 10% of each purchase of a certain campaign for us to the cats of Big Cat Rescue. So if you are a wine drinker, or your friends are wine drinkers, or you just want to send some wine to some keepers here, you could certainly do that. And just know that it will be a really cool, unique fundraiser that should go through Valentine's Day. Hi, pretty. Hi, Miss Pretty. She was thinking about romping through these palmettos at me. So I thought that would be a cool fundraiser to have, because with Valentine's Day coming up, whether you buy it for yourself or friends or family, it's just a unique way to support the cats while you're also getting something for yourself or your loved one. Since we can't do a whole lot of things in person, I figured an online fundraiser like that would be a fun thing to try. We also added a bunch of Valentine's Day downloads, brand new photos and brand new designs, so that you can, and there's actually a really cute one that's like a 6-pack, so you can download, print them on like cardstock, and then cut them and be handed out. So if you've got kids or grandkids that are in school and they're doing the Valentine's thing this year, I don't even know how they do that in schools anymore. I know back in the day it used to be like you'd make a cute little box and then you bring in your Valentines, but I heard that it's required that everyone gets a Valentine now, so I don't really know how that works, but we have a cute little 6-pack of them. Let's see what Max is doing. I know he's just pouting at the door. We have cats that live together, but because we never want them to fight or compete for food or anything like that, we separate them for feeding. Oop. Oh goodness, hi Maxie. And I'm not your feeder or your cleaner, so I can't open the door. Sorry. Very sorry. You guys are gonna get some enrichment for MaryAnn's birthday, and I'm sure Max will be the only one to play with it. Should be this Wednesday. So darn cute. I know, handsome boy. Give me those puppy dog eyes and break my heart. Yes, he does when he came by. Just heard the radio call that he would be in his den. So I think we're like halfway through birthdays for the month. I don't know, I've lost a little bit of track of all of that. I don't have the list right in front of me. I just know that we're celebrating MaryAnn today. And here shortly we're gonna give, let's see, not Nala. Hey Nala, where you going? Hutch and Ginger their enrichment. Oh, of course you're gonna sit behind the the grass is. Hi, honey. All right. I think you're the last cat I'm gonna try to show. Yeah. That way we can go get the enrichment for your neighbors. Uh-oh, stabilizer's acting crazy. All right, well, make sure you keep your eyes on our Instagram and our Facebook page for all things MaryAnn. And then also keep your eye on Facebook because we're gonna do another little live here shortly for our sweet Hutch and Ginger, so we'll see how that goes. I really appreciate all of your donations. It really means a lot to me when we get about $100 a day for the cats through Facebook Lives. It's always my mental goal, but you know, I'm happy with anything, so thank you guys for that. And thank you, yes, Deb, for that list of the least 5 permanent resident sponsored cats, because I know that the rehab cats are definitely important to talk about, but the goal for them is for them to run free. And unfortunately, our permanent residents also need the sponsors. Did you just chase him? That was very silly. They're stalking each other. Are you guys playing? He's like, I'm gonna swat him. All right, guys. Thank you for hanging out with me this morning. And I will go gather the enrichment we're gonna hand out and find Aaron, and I will see you guys back here shortly. Thanks, everybody.